Hey, my name is Emily, and I'm a set hair and makeup artist who's been following the YouTube beauty community for years. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about beauty influencers, the free products they get for PR, and the ethical implications of influencer marketing for brands. Over the past few years, I've noticed that there's been a sea change in the type of content created. There's been a shift from tutorial-based content to review-based content. Influencer marketing as a whole is projected to become a $2 billion industry by 2019. Brands send influencers PR packages containing tons of new products to try, as a positive review from an influencer usually results in an uptick of sales. Even if an influencer doesn't review a product, simply seeing it get brought out in an unboxing video can do wonders for consumer awareness of a brand or product. Outside of PR packages, brand-sponsored trips for influencers are common as well. A major issue with influencer marketing is that often, it is difficult for influencers to gauge what they're being expected by a brand to do, and to gauge the line of what is appropriate for them to post and to disclose. While there are established agreements on things like sponsored videos or posts, brands will often send gifts completely unprompted, leaving the influencer to attempt to figure out what they want from them. This blurs the line of what influencers think they can and can't disclose when they post. Being on a PR list for brands is a major revenue source for beauty influencers, but there's also the risk that they run of being removed from that list for having lukewarm or even negative reviews of products. Losing out on that early access to a brand means losing the ability to make a video about a new product release, which is essential for getting views. When views are your primary source of income as an influencer, you are likely going to keep negative opinions to yourself so as to not risk losing that potential revenue. This behavior from brands discourages influencers from being genuine to their product reviews, as losing a PR list spot can mean losing the ability to make content and reviews in time for them to be relevant, much to the detriment of their subscribers. The FTC has set guidelines for what influencers need to do in order to disclose their endorsements. For videos, they need to include the disclosure in the beginning of the video, not just in the description box. For social media posts, it's even easier. All they need to include is the word or hashtag, ad or sponsored. Essentially, as long as consumers can tell that an influencer's video or post was an endorsement, it counts in the eyes of the FTC. Some advertising regulatory agencies have lofty fines set in place for the failure to disclose or for misleading by omission. Disclosure of information is key when dealing with native advertising through influencers. The FTC has already sent out loads of reminders to influencers who haven't properly disclosed their endorsements and actively works to keep them informed, but the brands themselves ought to give a little as well. The most obvious solution to me is to encourage brands to act in a more conscientious way about their PR gifting and to give influencers a helping hand in how to advertise their products. By encouraging influencers to not review products on their channels and to make a video of them exploring the product in other ways, they can meet in the middle. Each side gets what they need. Influencers have their income and the ability to create content for their channels, brands get exposure, and consumers are not duped into buying a product that they wouldn't have considered without a positive review from an influencer. For example, NARS frequently partners with influencers to create sponsored content. In many of their collaborations, the products are shown off in a tutorial as opposed to a straight-up review. This gives influencers less pressure to make any claims of whether they love it or not, and gives consumers the ability to see the product in action. NARS gives influencers the means to properly disclose their partnership, as well as a framework for how they can make content using their products that allows for more honesty from influencers. If other brands encourage tutorials, as NARS does, as opposed to wanting to be included in first impression videos, reviews, and so on, they could still generate favorable buzz about their products without putting pressure on the influencers to be overwhelmingly positive in their reviews. Social media and social media advertising isn't going anywhere anytime soon. While it's tempting to try to hide advertisements in plain sight, beauty brands and influencers need to do right by their base of subscribers. They both owe it to their audiences to disclose sponsorship to the best of their ability so consumers can make fully informed purchasing decisions. Thanks for watching.